Good afternoon, Postal family. How's everybody doing? My name is Syed. Welcome back to the channel. You know what day it is? Thursday Free Talk. We'll talk a little bit about the cost of living adjustment coming for this coming September 5th. Who's going to apply to, who is not going to get it, and all that other good stuff. We're going to discuss different things going on with the NALC. Just free talk means whatever is on the mind, different situations, postal situations. So first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Syed. Postal content and other content, sometimes UPS, FedEx, all the related delivery businesses, I get into that. Sometimes if you like this channel, hit me up with the thumbs up, smash that hype button. I love what y'all talk about in the comments. As always, you take your time to put a comment in. I'm the number one lover for comments, man. I love that feedback I get, makes the video go wild, makes me do these things. It's a sense of accomplishment. That's why I do this. And my audience, I love each and every one of you taking your time out to put a comment in. Now, if it's not a good comment, I still appreciate you for taking your time out to put a comment in, viewing my content. Everything I say on here is from my views, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS, Post Office in any of my videos. So what are we discussing right now on this beautiful Thursday? Cost of living adjustments, $24.14, which equates to 68 cents per hour. $14.14 is if you get it in annually. So let's get into who is going to get it. APWU employees, maintenance staff, clerks will get it. And rural carriers will get it. Now let's get into who's not going to get it. Us, as in the regular city carriers, we're not getting it because our contract is still up in the air, floating around. We have no idea when arbitration is going to start. They're still searching for an arbitrator, so it could take months. We're on a hold down again. Last year was 700 days. God forbid we don't want anything like that this time around. So we're building on that back pay log. So we're not going to get it. Mail handlers not going to get it. And PSEs and temporary staff not going to get it. So that's that. It's a nice chunky amount that we're not going to get as city letter carriers, but it is what it is, man. So the usual waiting game continues. As far as for any contract news, they've put everything on hold. People throwing their different 2 cents news into it. What arbitration, what the city carrier is going to get, this and that, different things. My last 2 videos was about the NALC presidential hopefuls doing their thing on the debates. I split up the 2 videos. I did James Henry and the other lady, Hines, in one video. Then I did yesterday's video. I did the other guy, Mike Caref and Lew Drass, whatever his name is, the 4th candidate. And so whatever they said in that station 1100, in that heavily debate, each to make a good case for themselves, all that good stuff they shared. Caref Henry up there as well. So we're going to see right now, we're in the phase where we're going to get a date here shortly when we're going to receive the ballots. They've started sending out instruction on the NALC portal, different things of how to fill that out, the ballot, accurately fill it out. And the other thing they sent on the NALC portal was the different events that took place in the convention. I guess it's the recording. I didn't check it out yet, so guess it's the recording for what took place in the convention that our union dues pay for. So lots of good stuff going on. Postal family always has interesting stuff going on. Our Postmaster General, he's warned Congress, like if they don't intervene, meaning we don't get those billions he's asking for, They will start closing post offices in various locations. God forbid. We don't like hearing all that negative stuff, this and that, that our post offices are closing. That's not a good look. We depend on this thing as career employees. We want it to flourish. We want it to, do good. But it's tough times we're living in, man. I mean, the email, once it was created, we knew, our industry is not going to be the same. But we do much more than just mail. That keeps us above right now, packages, meds for the veterans, their checks, different checks, bills, all this stuff. So we're not just reliant on the magazines and the junk mail, sort of speaking. So, as far as the cost of living adjustments, eventually, once we do have a contract, all that, like I was mentioning, the backlog comes in, back pay, but it still hurts, man. That's like I said, nice chunky amount, that people gonna get, and we're not gonna see it. It's gonna be calculated at a later date. And right now, like I said, they're looking for a person in charge to get this thing going for the NALC. So a lot going on. Arbitration. They're looking for an arbitrator. Last time it was some guy named Nolan. Probably going to be the same again. And then once they do find him, he's got to look at his schedule and give us a date of when he's available. Then the NALC will proceed to schedule it. All this stuff, nonsense, is going to take a lot of time. They don't care about our contract at all. This more delay is so frustrating, man. As a carrier, we can't never get a good contract in the time allotted, for once, like these other crafts. But most of the crafts are the same situation going on in the Postal Service. They have to end up going in the arbitration. I think I was reading mail handlers. They have the same thing going on. They will be headed to arbitration. So simply because post office doesn't agree to anything. They don't want to give out the money. That they're greedy. They like all their money to stay with the management, managers, postmasters. They don't like giving the actual front line anything to do the job. This greed has been going on forever. Probably not when it started back in the day, early on when carriers had to dress up in suits. And I doubt any of those days anything happened. You actually worked, and everybody came to work with a great attitude, everybody was... It was a different time, man. How can I explain it? People took pride in their jobs. Not like now, people come in just looking after their own check. Don't worry about the frontline carriers that are doing the job for you at your station, at your plant, all the clerks, mail handlers doing your stuff. So it's 2026. It's a different living style, different times we're living in. Everybody's on their own paycheck, own concern about their own pocket. There's no pride in anything. Each person is looking out at their own. So if a mentality like that develops, it's hard to accomplish anything, man. So it's just the whole system. Sadly enough, that's how it is. Nothing comes easy for the carriers or for any craft, speaking of that. So every little raise we have to really fight on, wait patiently for, and nothing is given to us easily, what I'm saying. So carriers right now rolling in a waiting game. Once we get this arbitration, then we'll see what happens. Like I've been saying in these videos, we ain't gonna see any kind of contract before it goes into arbitration, because last year, this time, what they did was they sent out the tentative agreement to the membership. We voted on it, remember? We turned it down. I think 60,000 people, if I remember correctly, rejected it. But all that was a non-factor. What ended up happening, our President Renfro still handed the arbitrator that failed tentative agreement, switched up few things, and then got him to sign off on it. Man, it's a disgrace on his part still when I think about it, man. He shoved down our ears that that's the best he could do. That's the best post office was offering. Each time he says that, man, it makes me think, man, what kind of selfishness, what kind of undedication that is. And for him to come out with a motto like "fight like hell" is fitting, because he doesn't fight like hell. He just wanted something to sound good, making himself look good, like he fought for us. Now he has the little common sense to get out of the race. He knows his time is up. He did a flop job for us. Each paycheck he received was, he didn't earn it. He's the NALC president fighting, or so-called fighting, for the carriers, which he didn't do. So depositing that check in his account, he shouldn't feel that good. But it's all about money nowadays. Nobody gives a crap about what carriers are doing. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, to each his own. Just looking at his 6 figures he pockets off of our union dues. And, you can make the case, but just we got to hope better. The NALC, the next president, we got to hope and pray that they do a much better job. The things they're discussing, Caref, straight pay, all the negotiations. Caref wants, transparent for the members to find out every single word that's discussed. Henry, in some sense, is the same way. They both want to converge the two tables into one. We don't want, everybody in table 2. We want everybody in table 1. The quicker way to get to the top. Instead of 13 years, you want to make it 7 years, whatever. But all that is it's coming up, man. It's coming up. Once the arbitration happens, then, we'll start getting the ballots. I'll get you the exact date when the ballot's coming out. But unfortunately, right now it's just a waiting game, man. They shared nothing, no transparency at all. It was a little bit painful to hear all the convention happened, and they took 2 minutes to discuss the carrier's contract. Basically, they mentioned it's going to arbitration, and that was it. Carriers, dues, providing that whole thing. But yet this is how you treat the carriers. I mean, other than the shop stewards and NBAs, whoever, all those NALC, office people that were there, at the end of the day, you're not really appreciating the carriers in a sense. You're going to take only 2 minutes to discuss the contract. I mean, what in return are you giving the carrier base? I mean, we're paying the dues over there. We're paying for the $1,000 each member received. Yes, I found that out too. $1,000 each member received to go to that convention. That's, in a sense, that's vacation, man. Give the rest of us that too. We deserve it. We're paying union dues, right? Just because we didn't go into shop steward positions, any of the NALC corporate, positions. That's not fair by any means, man. Not fair by any means. Once a year, you guys have this convention on our expense. It's any way you look at it, it's not fair by any means. But it is what it is. That convention ain't going anywhere. Next year's is already planned. It's gonna be in Minnesota. That 1 week chill mode. They get together in those halls, discuss a few things, NALC, this and that. Important stuff, I guess. But from our point of view, the carriers that don't go there, and you receive money to go there, $1,000, man. What more you want, man? What more you want? Get away from your station for a whole week. discuss a few topics. Hey, that's all good, man. As an NALC shop steward, props to what they do. I'm not taking anything away from them. They got a job to do, defend the carriers, whatever. Well, most of them, defend the carriers, whatever bad management does to the carriers. They're there to help us through it, and good stuff they accomplish. I respect my personal stewards, hardworking. But just the point of view from the outside, I'm not saying anything against any NALC member. Is that they got a job to do in that convention. Everything is discussed. That's important. But the rest of us kind of feel left out. I mean, who wouldn't want a vacation out in LA 1 week, paid $1,000 on top of that to go? So I'm just saying from the daily carrier point of view. The one that's not any shop steward, just a carrier with their routes, her or his route. It does seem kind of on the unfair side, So, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We need our corporation to be successful. This money issue is getting more serious. As our Postmaster General Steiner says, the money is needed from Congress. If we don't get it, he's saying a lot of post offices are going to close. We don't want anything to that. Please pray for the post office. I know a lot of you don't like combining prayer with post office serious talk right now, but I'm not the one for that. I'm going to include prayer. I believe in prayer. I pray a lot, and it does wonders, man, when you connect with the Creator. It does wonders, man. Believe it. So that's it for this one. I just wanted to discuss the cost of living adjustments coming September 5th for the ones receiving it and the ones that are not receiving it, including me, who I am carriers, not receiving it because we don't have a contract. We're in La La Land right now, and they don't have any dates for arbitration either. So it's a waiting game right now. Patience. It's all we got daily in this heat we deal with, in the burning LLV, and life day at a time. All we can do as carriers, man. Well, that goes for any craft. Day at a time. Better things ahead, I guess. Pray on it. Get an arbitration date and go from there, guys. That's it. Until next time, speaking of the heat, stay very cool out there. Take your ice drinks every day. Cool towels to cool you off. This heat right now isn't going anywhere. Probably end of September. Down here where I am. Other places up north is different. So day at a time, guys. Patience. Patience is a virtue for as carriers. So that's it. Rural carrier contract stuff. I'm still researching on that. Somebody had asked me to throw some words in there, and I'll definitely will. All right, guys. That's it. Until next time, stay cool. Check all your surroundings. Make sure you're safe. You want to make it home each night to your family and all that good stuff. Until next time, MailmanSyed out. Take care, guys.